despite expectations that the league was going to fix it. Instead, we got a 211 to 186 East win and a disappointed dad, Adam Silver. And it was at least the talk in the NBA media for a couple days. So the question is, the up-down is really almost around the discourse around it. Are you up or down, Trey, on fixing the All-Star game? Is this something that needs fixing? Your thumbs up if you want to, and we should. You're down if you're like, who cares, let it be.
I mean, I'm honestly probably a little both.
A little both?
I'm not thumbs up. I'm a sucker, man. I like the All-Star game. Talked to a lot of people since it. One person has liked it.
Who?
Andre last night was like, hey, man, 200 points?
Oh, God.
It was cool. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Dame Lillard shoot from half court, he made a half quarter in both halves.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. But to me, what it comes down to is the NFL dominates things. They finally end their season. The NBA has a big showcase, and all that happens for the week after is people talking trash about how the NBA went down. So I don't know exactly how they fix it. It could either be more fun or more competitive. I don't know how much more competitive they can make it, but why not just try the Elam ending? At least then you're getting a competitive finish, right? Because you have to get to a certain score. We have seen those come down to free throws quite often, which isn't the most exciting, but at least you know the game is going to be close. Or if you just want to make it more fun, start it at 3 o'clock so that like the kids who really like what's going on out there can watch it.
Yeah, kids were having fun even through this game. I mean, they were tweeting and sharing Luka Doncic, really missing a dunk. Like, that was terrible. Or other guys just either screwing up or firing from three-point line. I too spoke with people who don't watch basketball every week, but they saw Dame step into a half-court shot or Halliburton step into half-court shots, and they were like, wow, that's kind of fun. But it is really weird when they start in the middle of the night, frankly. That's what it felt like. This is a basketball game, so I wouldn't just say Pro Bowl it. Even you can go further and go let's just have fun.
Right, get
and
crazy.
And
4-point shots, 5-point shots.
Yeah, play horse.
Yeah,
play
right.
bump, which does sound like fun a little bit. But to be an actual game, I think you have to treat it a bit like an actual game. Like, first, don't start at freaking 45 minutes after it's supposed to start.
That was wild.
I mean, you're supposed to tune in at 8 o'clock. All the fans who are sitting there who basically paid a heck of a lot to be there and are just corporate fans. They're not real fans.
Not many.
I mean, that's a problem as well. Let some actual fans in the arena and actually let the players treat it like a real game. Like, players couldn't actually warm up. That was the weird thing to me. They're actually out there 90 minutes before the game, but they weren't allowed to touch the ball because they were just doing a little rehearsal for the intros with what was going on. Where they announce every guy and he comes out. So let them warm up a little bit. Like, it's a basketball game.
Hold on, but that's not why they then lollygag it through the All-Star game, because they couldn't warm up.
Well, they were.
That's their choice. No one wants to get injured. It's an exhibition game, and this is what people want, or a lot of people want.
These guys,
people don't even want 48 minutes. People just want 6 minutes, 5 minutes of like, hey, are we gonna try it all on defense? Is it gonna look anything like a game? And Silver sold us for a year. That's exactly what it was gonna be.
Well,
He tricked us.
These guys actually play basketball. Every game that they play, they go and warm up beforehand. That is their habit. That is their routine.
Right.
They need to be in that to some degree. I mean, the last 20 years, guys haven't played incredible defense, but they played in the fourth quarter. I think what you have to do is maybe 4 games. I like the Elam ending, but maybe just call them 4 games where you play to 50 points or whatever, and you have 12 guys on your team so they don't have to play every minute of every game. These 4 quarters or 4 games, whatever you want to call it, because guys don't play. And in fact, like, PG sat out the second and third quarters. He didn't even play in them. Kawhi sat out the second half. LeBron sat out the second half. So I think it is kind of strained on these guys to go out and expect them to run up and down when guys are shooting from mid-court. I mean, that's a little much to ask. But if you play them way less, there's a possibility. So I still think that they're going to try and make it a game. I don't think there's a question. But maybe you play around with how this game is formatted.
Sure. I mean, I think Trey said it right. You pick one of 2 routes, because right now it's in the worst spot. It's right in the middle. It's not competitive at all. And honestly, it's not fun at all. It's not. It's like cool to see the odd 3-pointer from 50 feet. There was not a lot of fun moments in that game. One guy got nutmegged, traded it to KD.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
those are fun games.
I like the Luka and Jokic
that was
passing
funny.
up and down the court.
Yeah, how many fun moments have you had over the last 20 years? There aren't many fun
so
moments.
why not?
It's not a game.
So lean into one or the other. Either try and get back to making this competitive, and I'll get to that in a second because it's probably a lost cause, or just lean so hard into making it what it is. You know, it's a marketing tool for the NBA. It's supposed to be fun. It's for kids. So go rock and jock style. Go, especially with the LED court that you could likely install come San Francisco, and have like spots on the floor that's worth 10 points. Or, hey, you can't take a 3-pointer on this possession. Like, get insane with it if you want. And I think that could be, I don't know, a little more something that you might be intrigued to watch. Like, let them have way more fun. Almost force them to have more fun. And less like this actual pretend we're going to have a game, which Silver did say for a year. Halliburton sort of said as well, and then we didn't. It got even worse than most of these other ones. So I would like to see that if this is what it's going to be. Now, the competitive
Spots on the
way...
floor. Starry spot.
Just like... Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll be sponsored. Don't worry. That won't be an issue. The competitive way, though, which, I'm a traditionalist. I would like to see them compete again. Again, I don't know if we can never get back there. John Greenberg had a great idea from The Athletic. Everyone talks about upping the prize money, right? A lot of people just saying, I'll just give them more money. And people roll their eyes at that. These guys, make 40, 50, 60 million dollars a year. We're just going to give them more money. What if the losing players had to pay the prize money to the winners? Hilarious idea. Would be very funny. Will never happen, but a funny idea that would make it more competitive, I would think. I like this other idea, though. And it's a bit of it maybe is a logistical nightmare. But I think I heard Malika Andrews first pitch it, and then I was talking to someone on Twitter about it. All these guys want over All-Star Weekend is they want a break. and the weird part is they're selected as an All-Star, so they go to this event this weekend where they're, going around doing all their sponsorships. I'm sure they're partying. You're not getting much of a break. It's probably, if anything, more exhausting than some of the guys that aren't All-Stars and, F off for a week and go to the beach. So... what if we say all the players on the winning team, they get a longer post-All-Star vacation, okay? Hear me out here. Basically what I'm proposing is flip 1-2-3 Cancun on its head and make it the incentive for what these guys, I think, want. And 3-Level Scorer on Twitter said, there's something to that. Winning players get a reduction in their 65-game minimum to be eligible for prizes. It gets reduced to, say, 62 games, no questions asked. So they could load manage for like a week here in Cancun after the All-Star break. Oh, I love it. Let them play for something they really want. These guys are trying to race each other to their private jets to get the hell out of Indianapolis.
Make that a competition.
Okay, sure.
New skills challenge just dropped.
Get to the airport. Bag check.
First one to the airport.
Yeah. So anyway, it's silly, but it's funny. If we really did want to try and make it competitive, maybe there's something there. They want to play for vacation because they're exhausted halfway through the season. So make it the stakes. Say, all right, winning team gets more vacation. It would be amazing. I think they would play quite hard for that personally, but maybe not. Maybe just nobody wants to get injured. Oh, we fixed it.
How about getting rid of the three-point line? Does that do anything? I mean, obviously the players will still be able to make the shots from far away, but it doesn't add up as fast.
But yeah, I like that. Like, again, I think what's wrong with like suddenly something flashes like, or maybe it's like you only get 30 3-point attempts this game or something. Like, it's like something like that. Like, just make up the parameters. Because to answer your question, I think it would change it a little bit. Because you really can't play defense when a guy every guy is pulling from 30 feet. So yeah, try it.
Be sticking Damian Lillard from 50 feet.
Try it.